Today I'm going to be reviewing a beer that my wife bought me at Aldi, the grocery store Aldi. I haven't been in one in a long time, and I know they're very small. There's not a lot of choices. But a beer reviewer, my favorite beer reviewer on YouTube, Real Ale Craft Beer at YouTube. Check him out sometime. He's over in England. Apparently over there, Aldi's, and he pronounces it Lidl. When it came in the neighborhood, I thought it was Lidl. It's like L-I-D-L. It's another grocery store like Aldi. But apparently over there, those two grocery stores have really nice beers. So I had my wife pop in and see what they had, and she bought me a couple, so I'm going to be reviewing this one today. This is called Wide Range Brewing Company's IPA. And got a pretty cool cap on it. It's a wolf. And like the label, it's got a guy with his arms outstretched. He's got a wolf on each arm. Looks pretty cool. So, it says once wild, always wild. I looked it up online, and apparently, this stuff is pretty cheap. My wife said she paid $6.99 for the 6-pack. So it's a little over $1 a bottle. But it's got 6.9% alcohol. So it's a pretty potent brew for a pretty cheap price. So let's open this up. It is an IPA, which I've really gotten very fond of lately. And this is a, at 6.9%, this is a, oh yeah, she's a, you can tell just by tasting that foam that this is going to be a tasty beer at a fairly high alcohol content, especially. I just reviewed some IPAs the other day, and I think they were in the 4 to 5% range. I think I did one that was a 7. But this is nice. It's a little cloudy. The head's not white. It's an off-white, but it looks like it's got a nice firm head. And like I say, according to the Germans, they want the head to last 2 minutes. I'm not going to sit here for 2 minutes and wait for it, because I don't mind tipping the glass back and getting a little foam mustache. You know what? Probably makes my graying mustache look better. Who knows? But let's give it a sip and see what it's all about. Very flavorful. Very flavorful. It's got a nice little aftertaste. It's a little cinnamony. I feel like I just put a little cinnamon on my tongue, and you know how if you've ever just poured cinnamon in your hand and like licked it, how it at first it's got a different flavor than after when it gets wet and starts tasting more like the cinnamon that you would put on your food. Very delicious aftertaste. Smells a little, I can't tell if it's orange or, it's a nice aroma, which is always nice. Like I say, the last batch of beers that I did, the Hawaiian ones, really didn't have any aroma. But they really made up for it with the flavor. They were very delicious. This does have an aroma, which is nice. You put the glass up to your mouth, you breathe in, you get that little precursor of what you're about to experience when you take your sip. It's carbonated, but it's not carbonated to the point where you can feel too much going on in your tongue. You know, sometimes when they're extra carbonated, you put it in your mouth and the bubbles are dancing all over your tongue, and it kind of just like grabs a hold of your taste buds and, you know, shakes them around and says, yeah, this is something good to taste here. This, it feels nice in your mouth. It's not flat. Some of them, if they're low on the carbonation, can feel a bit flat in your mouth. I don't think this tastes flat, but it's not, you know, it's not bursting with carbonation. But it's, you know, I would probably like it if it was carbonated just a little bit more, but the carbonation level that it has makes it smooth. So at 6.9% alcohol, you drink a couple of these, you're going to be goofy. I can't believe that this was $6.99 at Aldi. I asked my wife, you know, when she bought it, I said, so she bought me 3 different 6-packs of various beers they had. I said, did they have like a huge selection? She said it wasn't huge, but a lot of the beers there she had never seen before. And that's what I always tell her when she's out shopping. If she sees a beer that she knows I've never tried before, go ahead and buy it, and I want to review it, because there's a ton of beers out there that I haven't tried, and I'm really enjoying trying them. So even if I don't like them, you know, you don't know if you like it till you try it. So this is a great buy. I don't know if they sell it anywhere else. Like I say, this came from Aldi. I don't think you could get any better for a $6.99 6-pack beer. I mean, this is, I'm quite amazed. The last 2 12-pack variety packs that I did, those were like $18 and $19 a piece for the 12-pack, which, like I say, if you break them down individually, you know, if you got 12 beers and it costs $20, I don't know, I'm not a math whiz, but if it was $10, or if there was 12 beers and it was $24, that'd be $2 a beer. So since they were just under $20, it's less than $2 a beer. You're not going to go to any bar or any club out there and buy any beer. I don't care if it's the cheapest beer you can find. You're not going to get it for $2 at a club. You know, you're paying for the ambiance and all that other stuff. You know what? I love the ambiance here, and $6.99. That's like $1 and I don't know, $1.15, $1.17 a beer, I think, or less. You really can't beat that. 6.9% alcohol. Money well spent. That, due to the price, and due to the taste, and due to everything about this beer, this gets a 10 out of 10. It's got to, because you're not going to find this kind of flavor in a beer that is that cheap. If you can, I'd like to know about it. If any of you watching have had a really, really great beer that was really, really dirt cheap, let me know about it in the comments, because I'd like to try that myself. The beers that I normally buy are a little bit more pricey, but I like the higher alcohol content in them. So, you know, when you're talking 8, 9, 10, 11% alcohol, those beers get expensive. They sell a 4-pack of them, and you can pay $25. I mean, they can get up there in price. But like I said, you drink one of those, and you're doing loops. You know, it's going to hit you. This is a very smooth, easy drinking beer, and at almost 7% alcohol, you have a couple of these, yeah, you're going to be doing loops too. And at $6.99, you just can't beat it. So, like I say, I don't know if they sell this anywhere else. If you have an Aldi near you, I just pop in there and go look at their beer selection and see what they got. If you find the Wild Range Brewing Company's IPA, like I say, it's $6.99 here at mine, so I can't imagine it would be any different in yours if you're in this country. Like I say, the real ale craft beer guy over in England, that's a different story. Everything's in pounds over there. I don't even know how much a pound is, but over here in America, $6.99 for a 6-pack, 6.9% alcohol. It's got a great aroma, it's got a great flavor, and it's a great beer. So I'm going to sign off, giving that a 10 out of 10. And remember, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, because this was a great deal. I'm glad I can pass it on to you. If you want to try it, especially if you like IPAs, you got to run out and buy this. Aldi Supermarket, $6.99. So, thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time. This is great. I might have to take a break after filming this and knock back a few more of these before I edit it, so hopefully it turns out okay. Alright? Till next time.